Okay, I know this doesn't look clean, but I'm going to run all the way through it, and this is exactly how we're going to add hundreds of thousands of pounds to our properties, and it's definitely like why this is like my favorite strategy. Okay, so this is this house right here, and that's the ground floor. So that's the living room, that's the dining room, and that's the kitchen. And basically, this is the first floor to here, or the ground floor. Okay, these are both the ground floor. So see these dashed lines here? This is where the double ensuite is going to go. So that's like a 6 meter extension. Right now that's about 3 meters, but this is going to be a 6 meter extension. It's going to be very long. It's not too wide, but it's going to be very long. And these dashed lines here, we're going to move these a few meters. So that's where that would be, both the ground floor, and we're going to extend it that way as well. So we're going to basically add a lot of space here for this double ensuite where the old kitchen used to be. And this is going to be a double ensuite where the old living room used to be. And the ensuite is going to be behind the U-shaped staircase. Because see the staircase here, how it just goes straight up? That's now going to be a U-shaped staircase there like that. So we can create space for that double ensuite right behind where the stairs used to be. So we've got the double ensuite here. We've got a double ensuite here. And now this is the first floor. So the first floor and the first floor here, this is where the bathroom, that's the bathroom on the first floor, that's where the studio is going to be. So this room in here right now is this bedroom number 1. And bedroom number 1 is going to be the studio. So bedroom number 1 and bathroom are both going to connect. They're both going to join up to each other to create that studio. And then you've got bedroom number 2 and bedroom number 3. That's where the second studio is going to be, okay? And because we've got the U-shaped staircase in the middle again, instead of this long staircase, we can put or tuck the ensuite for this studio behind the staircase. And that P is just for the plant room. All right, so on to the second floor. This is the loft, okay? So I obviously don't have plans for that tonight because it's still a loft. But what we're going to do is we're going to convert the loft, add an L-shaped dormer. So there's your L. And basically, that's going to be the double ensuite. The ensuite is going to be there at the front of the house. So see how you got the outrigger here and outrigger here? That's just going to go on top of it, and it's going to create a double ensuite. And behind the stairs is going to be the ensuite for this double ensuite as well, okay? So that's the front of the house, and that's the back of the house with the back garden, front garden, and that's where the double ensuite is going to be there. So because we moved this staircase, we can tuck ensuites all the way behind it. That gives us room for 3 ensuites. Like, that's insane how it does that, right? So basically, because we took the staircase, because we do that outrigger here, or L-shaped dormer there, and because we do a 6 meter extension plus these little extensions to the side here, we're able to generate so much space and add en suites and studios, and that basically drives up the end value, the NGDV, and it means that we can not only get higher rents, the tenants can have better stays because they have more space, they have their own toilet facilities, they don't have to worry about sharing with anyone else. And it also means that we can just do a lot more with the projects, get that better return on investment. I forgot to mention that, see this entrance here, that's what the entrance is right now. We're going to move it to the side, so the entrance is there. That's the new plans, old plans. We're going to move the entrance from there to there, but we're also going to keep that entrance for the person that stays in the double ensuite here that only they'll have access to, so they can just walk in straight into their room, which is pretty cool. But we're moving that entrance, and that will mean that we can get more space for this double ensuite to be able to achieve this double ensuite, because if we put in like a hallway here, we wouldn't have enough space to create that room. So that's why we've got to create another entrance in the alleyway in order for the other residents to get into the property, and we're also going to have an entrance at the back there. Right, so here's the other plans for the other property that I showed you around. It's the 5 studios, 1 double ensuite property. So these are the new plans, and they're the old plans. They are absolutely not to scale, because that is not the same as that, right? Okay. But anyway, this is the old plan. So you've got living room, you've got dining room, you've got kitchen, you've got bedroom 1, bedroom 2, and bedroom 3, okay? So what we're planning on doing is, see these dashed lines here? More or less the same as this one. We're going to extend out that way. So those dashed lines are actually further than where the outrigger for the kitchen is just now. And we're moving the entrance to the side again, because that means we can get space for more studios, because we don't want, say, less studios, we want more studios. And we're also doing the U-shaped staircase again. So we've got U-shape, 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 because right now the staircase is up the side, okay? That's where the staircase is. But we want the U-shaped staircase because, again, we tuck the ensuite behind all 3, and that means we can just add more space for the tenants. And it means if we get more en suites, that means we can get more rent. And I keep saying that means I'm running out of time. Yeah, we've got studio, 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 studio. And that is the loft, okay? So we've got the loft here, and basically we're doing the same as this one. L-shaped dormer. A big L-shaped dormer. If you don't know what that is, go on my last video. It's there. I have a video of one. And basically that means we just build on top of the existing like outriggers here. And that way we can get a studio with an ensuite there. And we have a double ensuite in the back there tucked at the front of the house. So what we're doing is we're moving the entrance. We've got another entrance there. And we're moving the staircase. We're doing L-shaped dormers. We're doing large extensions. And that all comes down to basically just getting as much space as possible or adding as much space as possible. This property was already a big property. I think it was at around 115 square meters. Okay, it was already a large property. But this property that I'm in just now, they're usually around, this one's about 78 or something, or 82 or something like that. That's kind of where we look around our property sizes, because that means we can add more space. We want a garden to do somewhat of an extension, or we want a loft or like an outrigger, so we could do an L-shaped dormer, or you can do a regular dormer. You don't always have to do these L-shaped dormers, like they're big jobs, okay? So sometimes you can just do a regular dormer that cuts off there and have one studio, or just have two double en suites. So like there's so many variations of this that you can do. But fundamentally, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 studios and a double en suite, this property is going from 145 to, I think it's 495. Okay. Insane, right? The property has 184k renovations, but it's funded by development finance. But basically, it's a large scale refurb. You can't just add that much value by doing a little bit of work. And I'll try and see if you can see these numbers for this property. 139, end value 442. Okay? And that's because we're doing a lot of work to it. And I may as well say as well, see the upstairs of this one, it's wider than the downstairs. So we got an alleyway to the side, and basically it has the flying freehold. So that's when the upstairs goes over the alleyway. So the hallway just there is actually over the alleyway. And that means we have that little bit of extra space in order to do what we want to do with these properties. So this is a very crap crash course on what it is we do, but I fucking love these plants. I fucking love doing this, and it's definitely why this is exactly why it's my favorite strategy. Right, I don't want to completely waste your time, so I'm going to show you how I'm planning on building. Do you know how you get like those camera rigs and the camera looks directly down? So I don't have to do shit like that, I can just properly show you. Well, I've got this, I think it's like 2 meters of pipe, T connector, 90-degree angle, and another T connector. I'm going to see if this works. And I forgot my measuring tape, so I'm just going to guess what 6 inches is like. Must be about that, right? That definitely looks a bit longer than 6 inches. I need you guys to tell me it. Okay, I need to do that 4 times. So if I just do that, and I do that. Happened again. See what happens when you're not prepared? This is what happens. This is a very, very, very last minute thing I've got to do. Right, I need 2 times 14. So that's probably 6. So 6, 12. I'm just going to do it here. Right, I definitely don't have enough pipe, but I'm going to put it together anyway and then do it properly another time. But you'll if you're wanting to do this, kind of follow along. So 4 times 6. Oh my god, I messed them up. These are maybe 2 times 14. So you'd have 4 times 6, 2 times 14, and 120. Add them all up, get that amount of pipe. Don't just buy a length and hope for the best like I did. Okay, so got the T, got the 6-inch pipe here. Connect one end like that. Oh, I don't even know whose bobble that is. Got this one, and whoever's hair that was stuck in there as well. Okay, like that. Do the same with the other one. Oh, I don't even know whose hair that is. Oh god. Definitely the previous owners. Voila. So those are your feet, like that. So you've got the 14-inch, one goes in there, 14-inch, one goes in there, like that. Then you've got the 90-degree angle, goes in here, like this, and 90-degree angle goes in here, like this. And this would be the 20-inch, which I'm gonna get later on. Do you kind of see where my brain was braining? It's maybe wider. Might be worth getting like longer ones as well if you ever need to, but I'm gonna get a wider one of that. But then what I would have done is, with my drill bit and a 1/4-inch bolt, drill a hole in there and put the bolt through there. I got a 6mm one, and a 1/4 inch is like 6.35mm, so that don't work, okay? So this doesn't work. You have to order them online. I can't find it in Screwfix, B&Q, or Wix, or anything like that. So drill a hole in there with drill bit, put the bolt in, and then what you would do is, the camera's up there, but screw on the camera facing downwards. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt.